Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So here I am coming up with a small tutorial on basics of V-Ray in 3ds Max. So on viewers demand I am creating this tutorial. So very first of all, whenever you start up with V-Ray, let's go into rendering, render setup and activate this V-Ray over here. For now I'll just make it as HD, full render size. Let's take a plane over here and let's take a teapot for different materials. So let's select this plane. Let's go into material, press M on your keyboard, go into material. So if you're using a compact, you can use a compact also. If you're using a slate, let's get back to the slate material editor. So this is the node based editor. Let's go into this and let's take a V-Ray MTL, that's a V-Ray material. You can rename it as floor. So whenever you talk about diffuse, diffuse is a color. So if I take any color over here and if I assign it, assign material to selection, you can see a color. Let's put a texture. Let's click on this diffuse bitmap and let's just assign a texture over here. So let's assign a texture over here for a floor. So you take any kind of a texture. Let's assign it. So once you assign this texture, as you can see, it's assigned over here. As you can see, you get the node of a bitmap over here connected to this diffuse. Let's go into this and you have a tiling option. You can just tile this texture over here. After you have tiled it, you have other properties like reflect and refract. Let's use a bit of reflect. So let's give a bit of reflection to the floor. So I want to assign a reflection on the floor. I can just assign a reflection and click OK. So black will be no reflection. If you move this down, it will give you more reflection over here. Still there are many properties for reflection. And before rendering it, go into render. I'll go into environment. I'll just set a color in the background. And let's click OK and let's render and see how it looks like. So once you render it, you see some kind of a reflections over here. So that reflections are generated. After that, let's make a sphere over here. Let's make a sphere. Let's go again into material. Let's take another V-Ray material over here for now. Let's take a color to it. Now we have a property called refract. Refract is like, reflect and refract. Refract is like, the light passing through an object. That's a refract. So let's give refract. So whenever you gain refract, refract can be used for glass, can be used for water. So anything which is very transparent, for that we are going to use refract. So where your light can easily pass through. That's a refract. So if I increase this full to white over here, full over white, and let's just assign it, and you can see over here, and if I just try to render it, you will see that you can see a kind of a glass material. Also the glass material, you have some properties called IOR, that's index of refraction, that can be defined. So if you increase this IOR, so the thickness of this glass can be increased. Let's render it, and before that I can just you have an option over here that's called a kind of, you can just select this much part and you want to render it. So now what I'll be doing over here is like, let's just again reduce it to 1.3 over here and let's just render. So once you render it, you will see that there is a change in the glass between two because of thickness. So the thickness can be easily defined by this property that's called your IOR, that's the index of refraction. You can keep it to 1.6. Again, if I go over here, I'll again take a V-Ray material. I'll give a full reflect. I'll just render it. Let's just give a black color to it. And let's just, oops. As you can see, so you can see kind of a mirror over here. If you want to create such mirrors, you can use this. After that, we can also work with some of the reflective metallic objects. So let's go into this. And now let's go into the material. So let's go into the material over here, and let's take a V-Ray material again. So let's take a V-Ray material. Let's go into this and let's give a bit of reflection. Let's just on this, and now we have few things over here. That's called your Fresnel reflections. So I'll just reduce this. You work with R glossiness and H glossiness. So as you can see, if I am decreasing this R glossiness, you get some kind of a specular over here, reflective properties over here. So I had explained you in the previous tutorials also for R glossiness and H glossiness how it works. So one works with the light, with the reflections, and one works without it. So let's just I'll go into this. Okay, as you can see, okay, the less specular. Now you will see that higher reflections over here. So let's just render and see how it looks like. Say this, you get some kind of reflective properties over here. So as you can see, so we'll be adding some environment over here. So let's go into this. I'll just cancel this. So go into rendering, environment, and let's add a bitmap over here. So I'll be slightly adding a bitmap. So I'll just add a bitmap. You can also use HDRI also, and let's render and see how it looks like. Can see this? So you get some refractive properties with this. Let's again go into material. So if you increase this edge glossiness, it's going to be make it more of a satin. See, giving you reflectivity. Depends with the light actually. Okay. So different properties for it, as you can see over here. So definitely we are not worked with the lighting part. Alright. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So thanks for watching this tutorial.